Our objectives in this lesson are the following: illustrate the law of cosines and solve for missing sides and angles using cosine law. Let's have a quick recap of what we have learned previously. We have learned the possible combination of parts of a triangle. We have AAS, two angles and one side; ASA, two angles and an included side; SSA, two sides and one angle; SAS, two sides and an included angle; and SSS, three sides. We cannot have AAA because there should be at least one side given. We have learned how to solve AAS, ASA, and SSA using the sine law. For today, we are going to focus our discussion on SAS and SSS, which cannot be solved using sine law because we do not have an angle opposite to any of the sides given. So in this too, we're going to use another method, and that would be cosine law. Cosine law states that the square of any side of a plane triangle is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides diminished by twice the product of those two sides and the cosine of their included angle, given as. So if you are going to solve for a missing side, you're going to use these formulas. So here, the missing side is side A. You just have to add the squares of the other two sides given minus twice the product of the two sides given multiplied by the cosine of the included angle. So angle A here is the included angle between B and C, or the angle opposite the missing side. So in here, B is the missing side. So add A squared plus C squared minus 2AC multiplied by cosine of angle B, the included angle between sides A and C. Same thing goes in here. Now, if we are after the missing angles, then we are going to use these formulas. In these formulas, A, B, and C is the side opposite the angle you are trying to solve. So B, opposite of angle B, C is opposite of angle C. And then all the rest here are the other sides given. So let us start with the first case of cosine law, the side angle side. Two sides and an included angle. So here are the steps. Step 1, we're going to solve first for the side opposite the given angle. With that, we are going to use cosine law. Step 2, we're going to find the second angle, and this is the angle opposite the shorter of the two sides given. This angle will always be acute, meaning less than 90 degrees. And we are going to solve for the second angle using sine law. Third step is to find the third angle. And you can simply do this by subtracting the measures of the given angle and the angle that you were able to solve in step 2 from 180 degrees. Let's have an example. We have here B is equal to 1, C is equal to 3, and the included angle is 80 degrees. So let us draw our triangle. I have here angle A. Let me place it here, and it measures 80 degrees. Then we have here B is equal to 1. I'll place it here. And C is equal to 3 on this side. So angle A is the included angle between sides B and C. Step 1, let's determine the type of the triangle. So this is side, angle, side, SAS. Step 2, determine which law to use. So we're going to use cosine law for side, angle, side. Step 3, we're going to determine now the missing parts. So let me label first this side. Opposite angle A is side A. If this is side B, then this is angle B. If this is side C, then this is angle C. The missing parts are angle B, angle C, and side A. Let us recall the steps in solving SAS. So step 1, the side opposite the given angle, and that is using cosine law. We are looking for the side opposite the given angle. To do that, we're going to use the formula a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc times cosine A. A is the missing side, so our angle here should be angle A. Let us substitute the given here. B is 1, C is 3, and then angle A is 80 degrees. We only want the value of A, but this is A squared, so we're going to extract the square roots on both sides. So A is equal to the square root of 1 squared plus 3 squared minus 2 times 1 times 3 times cosine 80 degrees. And let us solve it. We have the square root. 1 squared is 1, 3 squared is 9, 2 times 1 is 2, times 3 is 6, times cosine of 80 degrees. And this is equal to 2.993010346. Let me express my answer to the nearest hundredths. So A is equal to 2.99. So let me replace this 2.99. We are done with step 1. Step 2, we're going to solve for the second angle, and this is the angle opposite the shorter of the two sides given. 1 is shorter than 3, so we're going to solve first for angle B, and that is using sine law. So we have A over sine A equals B over sine B. Let us substitute for A. We just solve for it, 2.99. Our angle A is 80 degrees. B is 1, and the missing angle is angle B. Cross multiplication, so we have 2.99 times sine B is equal to 1 times sine 80. Since we are only after the angle, we're going to divide both sides by 2.99. So these two will cancel out, and sine B is equal to 1 times sine of 80 degrees over 2.99. We are after the value of an angle, so we're going to make use of an inverse function, arc sine. 1 times sine 80 is still sine 80. Let us solve for this one. So we have shift sine of sine 80 degrees divided by 2.99. And this is equal to, round off to the nearest hundredths, 19.23 degrees. Angle B is equal to 19.23 degrees. And for the last angle, the third step, we simply have to subtract the two angles that we have here from 180 degrees. And this will give us 80.77 degrees. Let me put it here, 80.77 degrees. For the summary, here are the sides and angles that we were able to solve. Let's have another example. This time, side angle side, but given is an obtuse angle. So n is equal to 7, m is equal to 12, and angle O is 115 degrees. Let us draw this. So we have an obtuse angle. Let me place it here. 115 degrees. And then we have side N equals 7. I'll write it here. And side M is 12. So side, angle, side. Step 1, we're going to determine the type of triangle, SAS. Step 2, we're going to determine which law to use. And of course, we're going to make use of cosine law. Step 3, let us start determining the missing parts. So let me label first. If this is angle O, then this is side O. If this is side N, so this is angle N. If this is side M, then this is angle M. The missing parts are angle M, N, and side O. Let's start. Let us recall the steps. Step 1, the side opposite the given angle. So we're going to determine first side O. And to do that, we're going to make use of cosine law. The missing side is side O, so we're going to write O squared on the left side. O squared is equal to M squared plus N squared minus 2MN times cosine O. Let us substitute our given here. M is 12 N is 7, and angle O is 115 degrees. Again, we only need O, so we're going to extract square roots on both sides. O will be equal to the square root of 12 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 12 times 7 times cosine 115 degrees. Let us solve this one. So we have the square root of 12 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 12 times 7 times cosine 115 degrees. And this is equal to 16.25. Round off to the nearest hundredths. So let me label this 16.25. Next step, step 2, we're going to determine the second angle, and this is the angle opposite the shorter of the two given sides. So 7 is shorter than 12, so the opposite angle is angle N. We're going to solve first for the value of angle N. N over sine N is equal to O over sine O. Let us substitute. We have N is 7, N is the missing side, O is 16.25, and angle O is 115 degrees. Let us do cross multiplication. 16.25 times sine N is equal to 7 times sine 115 degrees. Notice that I am always writing the unknown on the left side because we are used to that. We don't need 16.25 here, so we're going to divide both sides by 16.25. These two will cancel out. So I have sine N is equal to 7 times sine 115 degrees over 16.25. I need the value of N, so I'm going to use arc sine. Let us solve this. We have shift sine of 7 times sine 115 degrees divided by 16.25. And this is equal to, round off to the nearest hundredths, 22.98 degrees. Let me put it here, 22.98 degrees. And the last angle is angle M, and we can solve it by subtracting these two angles from 180 degrees. And this will give us 42.02 degrees. Let me write it here. For the summary, here are the angles and side that we were able to solve. This time, let us proceed to the second case of cosine law, and that is SSS, side, side, side. Here are the steps. Step 1, we're going to determine first the angle opposite the longest side. This will take care of an obtuse angle if there's any. And we can do this using cosine law. Next step, step 2, we can solve either of the remaining angles. For sure, it will be an acute angle, less than 90 degrees. And we do this using sine law. And finally, step 3, the third angle can be solved by subtracting the measures of angle found in step 1 and step 2 from 180 degrees. Let's have the first example. A is 2, B is equal to 4, and C is equal to 8. If you are given 3 sides, check first if a triangle can be formed. That will be our first step. And how do we do that? We add the 2 shorter sides. In here, 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. And then we are going to compare the sum of the 2 shorter sides with the longest side. And we have learned before that the sum of 2 shorter sides of a triangle must be greater than the longest side. So now let us compare, and 6 is less than 8. Since the sum of the 2 shorter sides is less than the longest side, then there is no triangle. Let's have another one. E is equal to 11, F is equal to 20, and G is equal to 25. Again, this is S, S, S. So first, we have to determine if there is a triangle. Let us add the 2 shorter sides. 11 plus 20 is 31. And let us compare that with the longest side. and 31 is greater than 25. So yes, there is a triangle. Step 2, we're going to follow now the steps in solving for SSS. Let's recall the steps. Number 1, we're going to solve first for the angle opposite the longest side. So here, our longest side is side G. So we're going to solve first for angle G. This step will determine if there is an obtuse angle in the triangle. And we can solve this using cosine law. Let me recall the formula that we used earlier, then I will derive the formula for solving the missing angle. So this portion here, we're going to move it on this side, and G squared will be moved on this side. I am only after angle G, so I don't need 2EF. So this will cancel out. Now let us substitute the values of E, F, and G from the given here. Since we are looking for the value of an angle, we need arc cosine. Let us solve this. We have shift cosine 11 squared plus 20 squared minus 25 squared all over 2 times 11 times 20. And this is equal to 103.6720181. Let us express our answer in degrees, minute, and seconds. Let me just write the answer in degrees and minutes. This is 103 degrees, 40 minutes. Since this is more than 90 degrees, it means we have an obtuse angle. So let us draw our triangle. This one is obtuse. I'm going to place angle G here, and it measures 103 degrees, 40 minutes. If this is angle G, then the side opposite this angle is side G that measures 25 units. Next, I have E is equal to 11. I'll put it here. If this is side E, then the angle opposite is angle E. The last side given is 20. This is side F, so this angle is angle F. Step 2, we can solve either angle F or angle E using sine law. Let me solve first for angle F. So we have F over sine F is equal to G over sine G. Let us substitute our values. F is equal to 20. Angle F is the missing angle. G is 25 and angle G is 103 degrees, 40 minutes. Cross multiplication, 25 times sine F is equal to 20 times sine 103 degrees, 40 minutes. I don't need 25 here. I'm going to divide both sides by 25. This two will cancel out. So I have sine F is equal to 20 times sine 103 degrees, 40 minutes over 25. I'm after the measure of an angle, so I'm going to use arc sine. Let us solve this. Shift sine of 20 times the sine of 103 degrees, 40 minutes, all over 25. And this is equal to 51.01. Let's express this in degree minutes. 51 degrees, 2 minutes. Let me write it here, 51 degrees, 2 minutes. The only missing angle is angle E, and we can solve for it by subtracting these two angles from 180 degrees. And this will give us 25 degrees, 18 minutes. Let me write it here. And now, for the summary, here are all the angles that we solved. Sum it up, and it will be equal to 180 degrees. For the summary, you have learned in this lesson the formulas to use if you are solving for the missing sides, and the formulas to use if you are solving for the missing angle. We have two cases for cosine law. Case 1 is side angle side. It has its own steps. And case 2, side 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 or SSS, and it also has its own steps. Now, it is time to check your understanding. Pause this video for more time. We are going to solve for the missing angles. Let us answer. Since we are given here three sides, SSS, then the first step is to check if a triangle can be formed. To do that, we are going to add the two shorter sides, 5 plus 8, that is equal to 13. And we are going to compare this with the longest side, which is 9. And 13 is greater than 9. So there is one triangle that can be formed. Step 2, we're going to follow the steps in solving for SSS. And here are the steps once more. Step 1 is to solve for the angle opposite the longest side. So in this case, that would be angle C. And that is using cosine law. Earlier, I derived the formula in solving for the missing angle. This time, I'm going to use the formula I gave you. This is the missing side, so you have to subtract the square of the side opposite the missing side. A is equal to 5, B is equal to 8, C is equal to 9. Let us substitute those values in this formula. We are looking for an angle, so we're going to make use of arc cosine. Let us solve this. We have shift cosine of 5 is squared plus 8 is squared minus 9 is squared. All over 2 times 5 times 8. And this is equal to 84.2608295. Earlier, we have expressed the angles in degrees and minutes. This time, I'm just going to express the angles in degrees. So this is 84.26 degrees. So we now have the angle opposite the longest side, meaning we do not have an obtuse angle. We only have all three acute angles. Let us draw our triangle. Let me place angle C here, and it measures 84.26 degrees. If this is angle C, then the side opposite this is side C, measures 9 units. And then I have here side A, which is equal to 5. I'll put it here. If this is side A, then this angle opposite to it is angle A. Last side is side B, which is 8. So this is angle B. Step 2, we're going to solve either of the remaining angles, and this will be an acute angle. So either angle B or angle A. Let me solve first for angle B. So I have B over sine B is equal to C over sine C. Substituting, B is 8, sine B is the missing angle, C is 9, and angle C is 84.26 degrees. Cross multiplication, 9 times sine B is equal to 8 times sine 84.26 degrees. Dividing both sides by 9, these two will cancel out. I need to solve for sine B. And this is an angle, so I'm going to use arc sine. Let us solve this one. Shift sine of 8 times sine 84.26 degrees all over 9. And this is equal to 62.18 degrees. Let me put it here, 62.18 degrees. And for the third step, the last angle. And we can solve this by subtracting these two angles from 180 degrees. And this will give us 33.56 degrees. Let me write it here. For the summary, here are the angles that we were able to solve. Sum it up, and it is equal to 180 degrees. Gets? Our next lesson will be solving problems involving oblique triangles.